and we got some more legends. Some more legends, man. We got Kenny Kings is back.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? We got Bud, Ballin' with Bud is gonna get it. He gonna get it on today. And we got special guests. We got the legendary Ed Booger Smith. He's in the building. Boogs, what up?
What up, my Don?
We got.
How you, my Don? And today is Wednesday. Happy my Done Day.
That's right.
Every Wednesday is my Done Day. No more hump day.
No doubt.
Every Wednesday is my Done Day.
No doubt.
It's our day. This day is special. It's your day too. It's my Done Day. All of our day today. Every Wednesday.
No question. All right. we got Jason Hoover. Hoover's in the building. What's up, Hoover?
What's going on? How you doing?
And we got the legend.
Intellect.
We got the other legend. Last but not least, we got Sheldon Jefferson, one of the best shooters in the world. What up, Sel?
What it is, baby. What it is.
I mean, the streets
Done
are
day.
safe.
New
Hey,
shit.
Bo, you
Done
said you got a
day.
grandson? You a grandpops, Bo?
Oh yeah, grandfather. Shout out to all the grandfathers too.
No doubt.
Done day.
Grandfather.
Can't forget my hitter in the back. eBay, what up?
Yeah.
E-Bizzle in the building. Oh, man. So, fellas, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to pick up where we left off, man. Kenny and Bud gave us some tremendous wisdom on that golden era from about 92, 93, all the way up until now, just giving us the do's and the don'ts and the growth of basketball from when you guys played to how the game is now. And, I want to touch on where they left off, especially Kenny. Kenny made an interesting point, and he was being respectful. You know what I'm saying? Some people may look at it as cold, but he just said, yo, this is what he know. He said it was kids that's taking some of you guys' names, but they not living up to you guys' games. And he's saying that, yo, if you're not living up to that game, it's like night and day. You shouldn't be able to call yourself that. You know what I'm saying? And when you guys played, I think you guys earned those names. You know what I'm saying? Like those legends and those things that we hear about you guys was like a sight to see. I know I was a kid, man. I was like a kid in the candy store on the sideline. Like I had to even question, yo, I don't know if I want to do that. These niggas is different. You see what I'm saying? So, fellas, talk about it, man.
Well, I can start off with it. Me, let me tell you, when I first got these group of guys together, it actually spoiled me to the fact, I'll never forget, I don't know if Jason will remember, Jason said one time, he said, Kenny, they don't hate us, they hate you. Because
Facts!
because me, coaching these guys, I got arrogant. I ain't gonna lie, I got arrogant. Because I walk up and down the street with my chest out, let motherfuckers know that you can say whatever you want to say. When we get on this court, we're gonna beat the shit out of y'all. So one thing I like about this team is that from the first time that ball went up in the air, we let the team know you do not belong on the court with us. And kids today don't play like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I my big man was Jason, and if a 6'9", 6'10" nigga get a rebound over him, I curse him out all the way down the court. Sel was out one of our power forwards. But he was a guard.
Right.
I rode his ass. You know what I'm saying? And I see guys today that play, and you got a little guard getting a rebound over their ass. They're not even trying hard. I'm just shaking my head. You know, and like Bud said in the last segment we had is that I look at what I had and try to compare it to what is going on now, and it's a totally different era. And he's right, you know what I'm saying? So I take a back seat that I just sit there and shut my mouth and relax and watch.
Okay. How y'all feel about that, fellas?
Go ahead.
It'd be nice.
Well, I mean, it all comes to the forefront when I think Jason and I was having this conversation earlier. It boils down to a lot of these kids don't go to the park no more. For whatever reason it is. You know, we have all these nice parks, with glass backboards and the rare essence of everything, but the rare essence of the game has not grown without today's kids. You know, kids don't know what it is to wait a next. You know what I mean? We went to the park on Sunday morning, Saturday morning. We split a sundew, 45-cent sundew. You got a hero. You learn how to get out of the double team playing Utah. You know, no coach taught you how to get out of double team. I mean, you knew in Utah you had to get 25 before somebody got 50 or you got eliminated. So you learned that if there's a bunch of big dudes down there, I got to get a rebound. So not only do I got to get a rebound, I need to learn how to make free throws, and they got to be all net, because if it hit the backboard or if it goes in on the humble, it didn't count.
Well, Utah, that's right.
You know, so you had to learn these little intricacies in the game without being taught it, and it made you tougher. So a lot of these kids now, and you can't fault all the parents, because at the end of the day, a lot of parents now, they want their kids to live better than they did. So, you know, a lot of these parents, when we was in the park all day, because, you know, I mean, let's face it, we went to the park all day. You know what I mean? Sometimes we went to other parks and we took our 5. So I would meet in Boogs Park and we would take our 5 and then we'd play against each other and all that. But none of that is going on today. So these kids are all learning from trainers or a parent or what's on YouTube or what's on the internet. And they see somebody on the internet doing it. So now they're going to the trainer and not even asking the trainer to make them better. I want to do what this kid is doing. And it's taken away from the essence of the game.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off what he said, I think he said waiting on when you went to the park, you had to have a certain competitive nature about you, because if you lost, then you was off the court for the rest of the day. So you know what I'm saying? Either you might get into a fight because you want to win so bad, you know, and it's a little different now, and I think it's too many trainers here. You know, I ran into a guy. He was like, "Yeah, my brother gonna be ready next year. I'm gonna call him out, Troy." I runs into Troy. He pull out a video of his brother. He in the gym about 20 feet with a parachute on his back, running around shooting layups. I said, "Fuck, is he trying to be a superhero? This guy's a clown." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of clowns. They go to YouTube and they put on they just think, what can I do to get somebody to give me a couple of dollars to train? So you got a guy spinning the ball on one hand, dribbling cone on one hand with a cape around his neck, with all type of gadgets going on. Like, and these kids can't play. Sometimes you can't reinvent the wheel. You just gotta take it to the park. Take it to the park, take it to the gym, repetitions. Like, I'm pretty sure Boogs learned a lot of those tricks. He was a little guy, we was talking, and in order for him to make his way on the court and stay on the court, he had to reinvent certain things that he did to be effective. Those tricks and the way to get the ball around to the basket, all that trick. He found the way to make things happen. Where there was no way, he found the way, and he mastered that. So that what made him special. And everybody here, I think, had a specialty. And they had certain things to their game that made the whole team fit. You had Boogs, the playmaker. You had Jason Hoover was the bruiser, Sel, the shooter, driver. Like, everybody played a role. So that team was hard. It was hard to contain, because you had especially with these younger guys playing unlimited. You know, it's hard to guard them one-on-one. And then if you help, the next guy's gonna hurt you. You know.
That's what I liked about this team the most.
Yeah, that's what I like about this team. But right now, a lot of teams don't have the talent like that. You know, they usually have 1 or 2 guys, and those 1 or 2 guys got to carry the bunch. You know, and that's what it's a little different now. Plus, these guys grew up playing together for years. Now, everybody, you play on one team, you don't play today, you jump to the next team. And it's like that with AAU, Unlimited. You know, I've never seen so many guys now taking off their shirt, quitting and running off with the jersey, and coaches sucker. But if you was good enough, I don't think the coach would have took you out. So sometimes you got to blame it on your game. We got to run that and blame it on your game. So I'm going to run around with the whistle. I'm going to be calling fouls or something. If you foul, blame it on your game. Sub them out. Get them out of here. That's going to be boiling with Bud. We're going to talk about that later.
All right. Cool. Hey, man, I did some research, man, and it was Asphalt Legends, right? So you guys are Asphalt Legends, and when you guys was playing, and then when you was coaching, even though, like you said, you was arrogant, right? But back then, we didn't have no social media, right? Did you guys think that you guys would be looked upon as you are now, like legends?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kenny Kings is a brand, right? You know what I'm saying? And people know, the faces. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see somebody with a Kenny King shirt on, it's like, oh, shit.
What? That the crazy that part is, like, when I was doing this, I was actually doing it because I loved it. Okay. And then when I started loving it, I started loving these guys. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The crazy part about it, once these guys were finished playing ball with me, I was finished coaching, because I knew what was down the line for me. Getting my ass whipped on a constant basis, and niggas talking shit to me, and I couldn't take that. Okay, all right. So what I did, I stood on the sideline and talked shit on what I used to do, and that worked for me.
No doubt. Cool. Talk, Boogs.
That. That's why I had to go boom. Back at this table. All we want to do is pop junk. I say this, say that, say this, say that.
So Boogs was kind of the first
all
player,
the work,
right?
all the pressure is on me now. All of them, you gotta defeat all of them. All of them shooters. We got Charles Jones. He's a Chuck. He get the ball. He don't want to pass the ball. So I had to make it work for all of them, all of us to be happy.
But you know what?
And for him to be happy too, because he popping junk and every day he popping junk. So I had to, and I used to sleep with this basketball. This is what I do. That's why I know I was the best that ever did it. This was my baby.
Okay.
He was playing with it to do things to get likes. Oh, I want to go to this school. We got to do this. I was doing this because I love this. Everywhere I go, this go. I was sleeping with the ball. I talk to yo, come here.
Hey, Bugs, I want to ask you a question.
I talked to the ball. Good looking. We did good today.
That's real though. That's real.
I was the best. They didn't know, and I was gonna let them. Come on, y'all gonna come with me.
So Bugs, you pretty much put the team together. Bugs was your first player.
The NBA wasn't ready. They didn't know what they didn't want us to get in. Because when I was coming in, all my people was coming. Look, this radio station, it'd been better than what it was if I was in the league. I'd have gave you money to do what you had to do to get this shit bigger. They ain't want me in it. Oh, he coming in wilding. No, I could control my wild niggas.
Right.
Come and get this I
don't doubt.
The same way I do this basketball shit is in the streets too. I could control this.
They wasn't ready for the Duns.
But niggas ain't know. Y'all niggas is stupid. Y'all don't find it. That's why I'm still here, 44, nigga.
No doubt.
Living healthy.
That's
good,
right.
Got
that's
no
right.
problem. Go anywhere. Cool.
Hey, yo, you know,
anywhere,
I think what makes
I don't play with this.
I think what makes
fuck, this nigga skit. Don't play with me.
Talk that shit, Booger.
Call his name out. Call his name out.
Before Biggie and Jay-Z. Pick that shit. Nigga.
That's it.
I was Brooklyn Entertainment before Biggie and Jay.
That's a fact.
I had people who had beef, no beef, coming to the games watching. Now kids can't even go. They can't go to the park and play because too much shooting. That's why ain't nobody in the park.
Yeah, that's one reason.
Niggas is shooting. Nobody want to be in the. That's why. Baking outside, nobody in the park. Come on. It's too much. I had people, get the beers, we gonna hit. No shooting, nigga. This nigga gonna leave. And when I leave, everybody's leaving. We leaving together, we gonna over here. This shit is fucked up for the kids. The old guys is worrying about themselves now. And
there ain't too many guys out there like Kenny, right?
Let me get this dollar. They just taking it. They ain't teaching them. Y'all ain't teaching them the real way, cut the baseline off. Y'all ain't keep his head. Oh, he needs 6, he dunked it. So what he done? How you gonna get to the back, head down? Teach him. You gonna teach him.
But H, I think to piggyback off of what Bug said, I think what made that era special and what made the team special, like Buggs was a good player, so he wanted to win. Right. So he went out and got other good players. He made it work. So sometimes he sacrificed his game because he wanted to win. Right. Kids don't do that now. It's about me. They don't care winning.
I won when I made them happy.
Yeah, exactly.
I made them cry. I already won.
And then
I'm teaching y'all how to win. I already won already. I wasn't worried about me. I'm gonna get mine regardless.
That's a fact.
I gotta help them to get theirs and teach them to help them somebody else get theirs, son. We gotta stop being selfish. You help them. So why you gonna be better than you? Don't be scared he gonna leave you. A real nigga ain't gonna leave you. You coming with me.
Eventually. Or we gonna leave, he gonna come back and get you.
Come on, boy, let's go. Come on, me and him, he was 16 ball. I'd have killed Hove. Come on with my.
Hey, Hove was the Wester House too, Bugs.
They love Michael Jordan, favorite player in the world. You know what I did, Mike? Come on, man.
Hove went to the house too, man.
The world ain't get to see nothing. They ain't seen nothing. Look, Kyrie doing to them. What y'all imagine what Kyrie doing?
That's my nigga.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Bugs.
I'm bugging. That's okay. Come on.
That's right.
Son. This shit. I started this shit. Nigga, fuck. Between your leg, behind your back. Go this. I did this, man. Fuck, stop playing with me. Fuck, I don't have to go.
You gotta get some footage, man.
You bugging. I was making. Jason set a pick. He didn't even know he was setting a pick. Fuck. Yeah. Good pick. Oh, I didn't even know I was setting a pick. I do this.
Yeah, Booger run between your legs and behind your back.
I know when he about to jump off out of his seat. I gotta get this nigga to sit down. Kenny about to jump. Oh yeah, get out. I know this shit. I gotta calm this nigga down. We go crazy, get tech out the top.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yo, but that's ill because I'm glad you said all that because I'm reading a quote from Asphalt Legends and it says, Booger Smith is the most exciting thing I've ever seen. Said you ought to see him. I watch him play anywhere. It's all there. He's got a great attitude and he said he just ain't got no pencil. But he said I love him. That was Ray Haskins. Word, this is right here. Asphalt Legends. Pick up basketball in New York City.
Ray Haskins is the best coach in the world, and the second best is Kenny. And I ain't just talking. I'm talking about street and could be in the league. If I'd have been in there, he'd have been in there. They was scared of what we was coming with.
Will you be scared of
we
you
don't
too,
gotta
Bugs?
be balanced. We can pick that down. We gotta.
Hey, Bugs. Bugs, I'd have been scared of you coming with the Duns too. With the Duns had the guns.
It's Dun Day though.
Duns had the
It's
guns.
Dun Day though.
Dun Day. Hey, Bugs, come on, Bugs. Hey,
That's
Bugs.
right.
Hey, can you imagine the Duns with the guns and the beanies coming over the bridge with Bugs? Oh man.
We wasn't coming. Everywhere I went, I ain't had to bring a gun.
You know what I'm saying?
Where I went, I make sure I leave there. I make sure shit is good. I got niggas. So when my niggas come with me, we safe. I ain't bringing my niggas. We gotta bring guns. We ain't gonna bring no guns.
All right.
We don't need no guns, or we ain't going. We ain't going.
So
I respect everybody. So I ain't never disrespect nobody. So nobody gonna disrespect us. We good, man.
So hold on, boy. So yo, Kenny. So like you got Boogs. And Boogs say he started this shit. You know what I'm saying? He slept with the ball. You know what I'm saying? No. Right? So you got Boogs, right? Then you got Sal All American, because I got paperwork on Sal right here, right? And it's the top 1993. I mean the top players in 1993. And I'm looking at Rasheed Wallace, Jerry Stackhouse, Jock Vaughn, Charles O'Bannon. Hold on, Joe Smith, Sheldon Jefferson.
I didn't know who he was.
This nigga, I'm just saying, like he with these niggas, but he don't never say shit.
You know, let me tell you something. You know who got me? Him.
Jay, all them all of them niggas get busy, son. I put all our shit, son. Those are the people other niggas was looking at. They was looking at Felipe Lopez, and these niggas walked. He was good. But come on, man. I'm like, I got fucking niggas who will die.
Yeah.
They'll die. Nigga, if I fight, they gonna fight. We was rolling, son.
We had a couple of those.
You know why I had to play the Broncos? Oh, I ain't gonna tell you the story.
Go in, man. That's why we here. Tell the story, boy. What's up?
I was late going to Riverside. Boom, when I got there, nigga said, yo, come to office. Nigga said, yo, pull your shorts down to your ankle, you get the paddle. I said, what this motherfucker just said?
What? Who's that? Oh, it is Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit.
I said, no, this nigga did. He ain't going to get a handball. He really want to go get a handball paddle.
What? Dead ass?
I went, world mother. I went and Josh said, yo, this nigga hit niggas. Niggas looked at me and kept on practicing. And I was bro. That's when I came to the Bronx. I said, no. That's another reason. I said, I ain't letting these niggas. I was like, these niggas gay. They playing with this. I ain't letting none of these niggas bust my ass. And that was my mission. I'm destroying every nigga I'd see who played for the niggas over there. Riverside. I was there. So I went to the Broncos. Doc was there. We had uniforms, sneakers, and a pass to get on the train. And that was it. And that's all we needed.
Well, that was
the game.
That was interesting because
we loved it.
all the rest of us played with the church.
So that's crazy. So you the Bronco nigga playing with the Riverside niggas for Kenny Kings.
Yeah, well, look, like I said,
but he's a man. Hold on. I swear.
Hold on. Let him get into it.
At the end of the day, again, I don't know if it went on. Did he ever try me? Hell no.
Right.
Did he ever try the dudes that on our team? Me, Charles, Shandu, Kev Simmons, J. Rob. Again, I can't say it didn't happen, but I know for a fact it didn't happen to none of us.
No, I ain't saying it. I said he played with a paddle. That's what I heard of shit. I said,
we'd have punched him in his face.
I do suicide. I don't start. This nigga said, I smacked you. Kenny Sling, I said, yo, this nigga crazy, man. Yeah. I said, yo, this man crazy, son.
Right.
That's when I went to the Broncos. I said, yo, I went to the Broncos.
But the touch on Holmes question, I think for us, and you know, I can speak for me in this sense. I just think that we enjoyed our camaraderie with each other. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like when we did have a game, we look forward to the game, Holmes, but we also look forward to hanging out. Okay. So as crazy as Boogs is, we look forward to, yo, wait, Boogs at.
Right.
We knew at a certain time Jay was coming through off the train. He was take the train to juniors, and he took a cab to the game. And we knew when the cab pulled up, Jay was getting out with that big ass bag. He had the biggest green bag in the world. So we knew that was happening. And if we wasn't there, it was like, yo, what's good? Why is Jay not here? Okay. Why is Boogs not here? Why is Charles not here? Why is Bam not here? We was looking for each other. So that's another thing that's missing in this genre of basketball. We not just played with each other, we really fucked with each other.
We ate together.
We ate together. We did. I mean, if we wasn't balling together, right. We was and say I wasn't playing with Boogs this particular day, but Boogs was playing somewhere else, I was going to support my man.
No doubt.
See what I'm saying? I mean, we all played against each other in high school, okay. But we went to each other's games. Okay. So if we wasn't playing on a Tuesday night in Malloy, where Jay went, he was playing, we went to that game. You know what I mean? I didn't go to many public school games when we was playing, because when we was playing, public school wasn't that great, but we went to support Suggs. You know what I mean? Yo, is Suggs playing tonight? Yo, done, you come to my game. Because we all had beepers. Kenny bought us beepers. So we would beep each other. We had a cold, we would beep each other. Right. Yo, and hit each other back, all that kind of stuff. So it made the game easier. So we wasn't worried about if Jay shot it out of a double team, because I know he did not give me the ball because he didn't like me or he trying to outshine me. It's more he just shot the ball.
Okay.
And we spoke to each other. Hey, Jay, I'm cutting.
That shit next time.
Yeah, Jay, I'm cutting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's an amazing thing, you know, when you're able to grab people from different areas, different personalities, and from 16, 17. Last time I saw Suggs was this past summer, right? Yeah, this past the Philly thing. But before that, it was like, I don't even remember the last time I saw him, but anytime I see him, it's always love. Like, that's a special thing.
You can't teach that.
I don't think there's any person who could coach that, any person who could teach that. These guys that I grew up with are beautiful dudes, and I love them.
No doubt.
So it made it so much easier to do those things. In terms of the question, it's like the passion that we hearing and seeing from Boogs, right? That's his personality.
No doubt.
The passion that you hear Bud speak with, the passion you hear Sel speak with, the passion you hear Ken speak with, like, that's the kids don't have that. They want the flash. They want to be held in the esteem of Suggs, or you know, or Sel, or Charles, or Bam. But they don't want it as much as these guys want it. It's one thing like creating your own path, and that's what these guys did, as opposed to like, oh, I'm gonna do my thing like this person, and kind of take on their personality. But you ain't put the work in, and you ain't earned the right. You ain't earned the right to be on this court. You ain't earned the right to say you're so-and-so. You ain't earned the right. You earned the right to play it safe.
Okay.
You ain't earned the right to shoot. You ain't earned the right to wrap it around somebody's head and be creative. You didn't earn that right. And that's the thing that these kids are lacking. That want. It's like, I want the flash, but without the substance.
To piggyback off what you said and describe the team, I think what made the team special, and cause originally I started watching, and you know, I was hurt, and I came back and I met these guys, but I watched that first summer, and I think these guys played with each other. They played for each other. You know, and Boogs was kind of the nucleus of the team, and kind of showed he was who the bitches wanted to see and the niggas wanted to be. So and then you had all that talent around him. So, but nobody wanted to outshine Boogs. He was the show, and everybody else. It's like Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Like, so he was the main act, and everybody else was good. But I think off the court, they generally had a love, and we all had like a love for each other.
No doubt.
So the best part about the games is before the games and after the games. Wow. So we fuck with each other harder, or it was like an all-day thing. You know what I'm saying? From Kenny cooking to water fights outside.
To where you going?
To where you going?
It's like when we got together to get out, you almost had to explain like where you going. Like we knew Jay had to be home at a certain time. Right, Jay Mom's Apostles are playing that shit. Right. You know what I mean? So we knew what it was. So Jay come to Brooklyn. Jay come to Brooklyn on a Saturday. We got a 4 o'clock game, 6 o'clock game. Jay gonna hang out till 11. Jay got to be home. Right. Jay Mom's Apostles wasn't having that. You know, me, Bulls, and Charles.
The Brooklyn
Bam, that's a different story. Niggas was out 3, 4 in the morning. See what I'm saying? But we respected it. You know what I mean? We respected it. We loved each other. We still love each other. And at the end of the day, it wasn't no me. It was all about we. You know what I mean? Hey, Holmes, I remember niggas said, yo, how Sel gonna make it in college? Because he can't dribble. And I told him, I didn't need to dribble. I played with Boogs, Bam, Sherwin, God bless Mito, Jermaine Johnson. I played with dudes, Glenn Young. I played with dudes. I outlet the ball. I ran and got it back. What I need to dribble for? You know what I mean? I played with Boogs. I think the greatest showman that ever played street ball basketball. We outlet the ball. You didn't know where he was. He didn't scream outlet. He had 2 claps. Yeah. You got the rebound. You know what them 2 claps was. You outlet the ball and just run. Because if you run and have your hands ready, because you ain't know when you was going to get it or how he was going to get it to you, but he got it to you. And he got it to you in a situation where the only thing you had to do was just put it in the hole. You had to do a whole bunch of thinking. You had to do a whole bunch of dribbling. You had to do a whole bunch of nothing. Boogs delivered the thing on time. Only thing you had to do was just put it in.
I remember the first time I played with Boogs. I don't know if Boogs remember that. It was with Mr. Hirsch. We was out in Long Island.
Hell yeah.
Long Island and Centennial Park. And I don't know if Boogs, I don't think Boogs was in the Western House then. Because I wasn't hurt at the time. I was like, this little motherfucker could play. Right. Where you get him from? And then years later, I ended up playing with him again after that. But, he definitely was a pleasure to play with. It's not like playing with a guy that you like playing with.
And want to pass that thing.
You know what I'm saying? Want to pass that thing.
I tell kids this now. Shout
out to Hirsch.
Good passers want to pass the basketball. And it trickles over from high school to college to NBA now. You know what I mean? This what makes those guys in the league that's good passers because they want to pass the ball. Like Boogs said, Boogs got a joy out of watching us score, while watching us play. I remember Boogs in the park. Boogs jumped in midair, wrapped the dude around his neck, and rolled me the ball full court. Like a bowling ball, rolled it full court. The pass was on the dime, Holmes. It was on the dime. I was laughing so hard at Boogs wrapped the dude. I said, Boogs, man, good pass, wrong dude, baby. I mean, it wasn't half court. He wasn't over the court. It was 94 feet. He wrapped the cat and delivered it left-handed. Boogs is right-handed. Right. Left-handed on a dime. I said, Boogs, you bugging, man. I wouldn't catch you.
Hold. Yo, Boogs, right? It's crazy because I study, I study y'all. You know what I'm saying? Salute, man. I take my hat off. So I watched a video using preteen, right?
Bam in the building.
Bam, what up, Bam? Legend Bam is in the building.
Bam.
So I'm watching you in preteen, and you going right the whole time. You keep going right, but you look, they screaming Booger, Booger, and you keep going right. You landing, you scoring, he going right? So then when I fast forward, this was sold in the whole movie. Fast forward, you in high school, and you going left. Just so I went back. I said, nah, he wasn't doing that shit before. So I want to ask you, what was it that made you be able to jump in the air, rap, and throw those dynamic passes on point with the left hand? Like, what was you doing to share that with the world?
I was doing, that stuff I was doing. Had to turn and stuff, do that. That was giving me time for him to get down there. So sometimes I throw it behind the neck, then roll it. That's like time and shit. And that's like me getting out of situations and stuff, too. So that's like a weapon and shit. I'm gonna be just coming down and just be using it just to be using it.
Wait, hold on. So that shit is that shit has purpose.
Yeah.
So it's not for the show.
Nah.
The show is just, that's the bonus.
Yeah.
So that's really just that's all like premeditated.
Yeah. Like you just chill out, just stay there, let me just play. But Like when you trying to attack me, that's like I'm defending myself like that. Like, tell you, chill out.
Oh shit! He said, "Chill out." That's my man. I mean, he said, "Chill out." I think he said, "Chill out." Oh man. Hey, I want to introduce Bam.
What's up, everybody? I'm sorry I'm late. I'm usually the most punctual guy, but things happen sometimes.
It's all good. Javon Moore, another legend. Bam, salute, Bam. All-time leading assist at Canisius College.
And a few other places, but we
okay.
won't discuss that.
All right. Welcome, Bam. Pleasure.
Well, you had no choice to pass to Charles.
No, I had a choice, man. Somebody got to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a lot. I remember people used to say, "Yo, how do y'all do it?"
Well, they still do.
Yeah, they say, "Yo, how do y'all do it?" Because it was so many of us that can play, and so many of us that can score and handle. But it was like, yo, at the end of the day, again, we was such boys that we ain't care who scored. Only thing we wanted to do was win. If you go back to the soul in the whole movie, there's a spot in there where they asked Charles about, what made y'all team? And Charles said the only thing we wanted to do was have fun. And at that particular point in our life, that's all we want to do, because in high school we all played against each other. We was all rivals. Like I said, if Malloy was playing forward that night and we wasn't playing, we was like, "Hey, yo, coach, son, we gotta get out of practice early. We gotta go to this game. We gotta go see what's up." We wasn't going to scout. We wasn't going to do nothing else, but we was going to support our teammates. So people had no clue about what really went on in the inner workings of what we did, like after the game and stuff like that. People had no clue about that. They saw us on the court and they saw that we was kind of a well-oiled machine with a wild coach who was just cussing us out and shit like that. But they didn't see that after Ken cussed us out, he took us to the crib and Ken made that plate for you. You know what I'm saying? Ken made sure you was good. You know what I mean? Not just you. Ken made sure if your family needed something, they was good too. You know what I mean? So that made us all closer.
Coach.
Yeah. Well, on top, not to cut you off, Ken, but to Sal's point, I mean, we were all a man on our teams at one point or another. And I don't think he gets enough credit because he saw it. We didn't.
Right.
It took us, some time. But to Sal's point, we were all friends before this, basketball, before this. So it was really easy. We knew it would work at some point.
Right.
And it was more than a family than anything. And a lot of people don't know this, we all graduated college. That's the one thing that goes unnoticed. There's multiple degrees in here. It wasn't just basketball. And, Kenny being a coach as well as a father figure for all of us, it was real easy for us to play for him. It was nothing. We were already going to play for each other. We knew each other before we knew Ken. So it was a given, and
some of that change Ken was
giving well, hold on. There's another person that don't get enough credit, though. Miss Jones don't get enough credit, too. She makes sure we was fair.
Rebecca.
Ken being the chef.
Ken sacrificed. I mean, he did. He sacrificed.
You did. So you said his turkey wings better than
for the young ladies out there who watch it, if you need a turkey wing recipe, call Beans, as we call him, Ken. Ken turkey wings is off the chain. Ken sauteed them joints in the wine sauce. Ken turkey wings is off the hook, man. I mean, Ken fed us. Ken showed us how to be men outside of just basketball. You know what I mean? We was in high school. We
showed us a lot of other shit too.
We was taking young ladies out. Ken make sure that we was okay. Right. Tell us, Ken used to give us money. Say, don't go on the train. We used to be like, hold up, don't go on the train. Ken used to be like, take a cab. We'd take the money and still get on the train. You know what I'm saying? Ken would be like, go to Sizzler. I remember Ken used to tell us, take them to Sizzlers. Sizzlers.
Everybody say one thing that Ken taught him, man. What did Ken teach you? One thing, Bugs.
Keep it to yourself.
One thing.
Ken taught me to drink Remy Martin. Ken said, if you gonna drink the best, man. Don't be drinking no Bacardi or no Blackberry brandy. If you gonna drink get ahead and drink that cognac, nice and neat too. You dig?
I think not to cut you off, but I think one of the things that Ken taught us, and this still lives to this day, when you dress well, you play well.
Yeah.
I
take that to my high school.
We was always fly, man. We
Yeah.
hopped off. Man, this was before sprinters was even out.
Yeah.
We in PA hopping off with feline suits and fucking flip-flops.
Yeah. Ken taught me treat them all the same and pay like you ain't. If you can't afford them, you can't keep them.
What did you say? You know what I'm saying?
I can't top any of that. I will say this. I will say this, and it's going to sound mad cheesy, right? But coming from the city, right, showed me what, they always talk about Brooklyn love. And like, that was my first experience. Where I grew up, it was nothing but old people. Okay. So I wasn't coming home to hanging out with people. And my people, like they said, had me on a pretty tight leash, right? But I got to experience, running around, block parties, like all of those things, and going through the street and just being yourself and doing something that you love, right? I'm gonna cut Sel off at the pass because I know he's about to hit me with this stuff. We both waiting to tell you. We're going down Nostrand Avenue. I'll let them tell it, yo. I'll let them tell it, yo. But even in that experience where I almost killed them and my mom, you know what I'm saying? Even in that experience, yo.
In that county,
we walked through the streets, right? And people showed us love. Right. And I think that, like, you can just do what you can get love doing what you love.
Yeah.
And like, for a young person to experience that, it was a crazy feeling. Like, walking through, going to G's crib, running around with Boogs in the fort, right? Going to Dumont and hanging out with wherever I was with these guys.
So who?
We got
Man,
they got
showed you in the fort and in Brownsville.
All over.
N.A. Rock. Shout out N.A. Rock.
N.A. Rock, not Nostrand Ave, right? Yo, what side you want? Residential to Pete, like all of that stuff. They had me there, and that love. That love is something that we're lacking in this community as well.
Hoover owe the city some money, man. Let's cut the small talk, right, Bam? Yo, so Holmes, I've been waiting on this, Holmes. Hoover almost killed this. Yo, we driving down Nostrand Avenue.
We coming from Marcy Day.
Yeah. Ken had us playing. Yeah, Ken had us playing. Ken had us playing in Marcy Day. Shout out, shout out Baldy. Yeah. God bless Baldy, Marcy Day. Right, and Jay Hoover driving the caddy. Deuce in the quarter. Jay got me and Bam in the back. We like, oh shit, this nigga Hoover driving, shaking like a pair of dice. The 44 bus coming. His mom's in the passenger seat. Jason! Hoove turned and hit that motherfucking, the green pole to be in the street that's undefeated. Bow!
Okay. We opened both doors and ran out of
there. Me and Bill got up out of there. Hoove got out like this. He looking for me and Bam. Oh man, we straight bolted on him.
The bus cut me off.
Man, yo, Hoove, you cut the bus. Well, you tried to cut the bus off, baby. The bus said I'm big and rougher and tougher than you, Holmes. Or hey, Holmes, man, I was scared to death, man. One thing about that big boy though, we was good in that big boy caddy though. Yeah, we was good.
Hey man, and Kenny, this is crazy, but you guys will attest to this. If playing in Soul a whole, we never knew who we played, but every team knew who they played. He never worried about another team.
He never told us.
I don't know if he studied John Wooden or not. John Wooden big thing was do what you do and don't worry about nobody else. He never told us who we played.
Ken was never big on, yo, we playing this guy, we playing this dude. But said one time, I was in West Virginia for the summer, trying to get my academics on home, trying to be a student athlete. You know what I mean, boys? I'm focused. And we lost to Coney Island, and they had D Flight. I don't know if Steph played.
Nah.
They had D Flight. They had the crew, and we lost. And my house phone ringing.
like crazy. I pick up the phone, Ken crying. Hey yo, where you at? Yo, you make me sick. Yo, we lost. Yo, we got punked. Yo, we got punked. Yo, where you at? Yo, we played him in 2 weeks. You coming home? So I'm like, hey yo, this dude bugging. 2 weeks come. That Thursday night, phone ring. Bling, bling, what's up with Ken? What up? Yo, your ticket is at the airport.
No doubt.
You gotta come home. I says, Ken, I can't come home Friday. Nah, I got your ticket for Saturday morning. So we play Saturday at 4:00. Never forget this, Holmes. I flew home Saturday, took the cab from JFK to the liquor store, which is now the Popeyes, man. Yo, we gotta boycott that Popeyes, yo. You know what I'm saying? Boycott that Popeyes on Dundee. Boog said it. So right there on Fulton in New York, Brooklyn, right there on the corner. Boycott. Yeah, and the biscuits are stale anyway. But so I took the cab there.
Right.
So I ain't had no sneakers, no nothing. So we went to Tom D's. Got some kicks. He knew it. That's why he didn't bring it. Yeah, no doubt, Boogs. No doubt. I ain't supposed to bring that. You flying me home? You supposed to have that. Hey, yo, we walked in that park. Ken had all of us there. I don't know how he did it. Yeah. He had all of us there.
You talking shit too.
Yo, we annihilated them dudes. Annihilate him. Ken jumped on the court, his fat ass. He had his little BVDs. He had his crack his ass showing. Yeah. Y'all bitched us before we back. My whole crew here now. What? He was foaming at the mouth and shit. I thought he was about to pass out. And shit like that. But the one thing he know, if he'd passed out, Boogs would have kissed him because none of us was giving a nigga mouth to mouth. Boogs was giving him mouth to mouth, man. But that made all those type of things made it special for all of us.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean? Like Hoover said. Hoover's almost off the soil, baby.
We've been waiting to tell that story.
Think about what these guys say is that, you know, to coach these guys, for me, I had the best seat in the house. No I tell everybody that. And I was just Kenny until these guys came along. And they made me king.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? I walk around Bed-Stuy now with my head up high and my chest out. Yeah. I know many guys will go, you know what y'all did to me in the hole? I got 9 out of 10 times. I know we did. Yeah. We beat y'all. Right. You know, and so anybody we play in the hole, if they say they beat us, they lied. Because only one team really beat us. That was Snow Power.
Okay.
I didn't lose in the hole for 3 years.
That was our crew right there. We beat y'all on the chip.
You know, and
the only other time you lost is when we beat the oldest team.
Oh yeah, well I couldn't lose.
That's what I mean.
And one year you said I have court.
How'd you coach them teams?
He didn't. Well, no, the first year,
Andre,
the first year, you didn't coach nobody. The first year we played against each other, you sat at half court.
Okay.
And Leonard coached us. Shout out to L. And Dre Irvin coached the older dudes. And then I don't remember how it was after that.
Second year he coached us.
Yeah.
Who won that game?
We did. We
was playing against Unlimited, man. We were all like juniors in high school. Like Ken was like, y'all can't play these teams. I mean, we was beating teams by 70 in housing. And they make us take the press off. Like it was crazy, man. Like we had that 3-star fives, man.
That team I had was so extra. It was just crazy. I'm looking at these guys going, where the hell did I get these kids from, man? You know, and then for me to call a timeout and have these motherfuckers look at me, I'm like, but I couldn't let the niggas know I was scared.
Right.
This nigga here, he would tear my ass. I know he would. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna curse these motherfuckers. I know I can curse them out.
Right. Hey Ken, so what was the payroll like on that team? You go over the salary. You go over the salary cap. Ken, it can't get you guys now. Ken, I'm looking. I'm thinking like, Ken, you took the team like your bitches. Like you was paying top dollar.
I take care of my boys.
Yeah, you did it right there.
That I did.
Yeah, you did it right there, Ken.
That's a joke.
Ken, you spent a lot of money on them back in the days.
I know one of my players, other than Boogs, stayed in my pocket 24 hours a day.
Well, Boogs was like his son. He lived with you.
Huh? He did.
He lived with you.
But this one nigga that was on our team stayed in my pocket.
Hey,
I paid for
hey, that's Charles.
Yo, ice cream, where you at?
That's ice cream.
I paid
We
for
gotta get Charles.
abortions. Girl wasn't pregnant.
Oh shit.
I paid for.
It's a war story on you.
That
You
nigga,
can't, hey, it wasn't me.
He said I paid for abortion.
and the bitch wasn't pregnant. This other nigga that asked me for $300 or $400. He go, I got this bitch pregnant. And he looking in my face, that's gay to him. You know what I'm saying? If it
Charles, you're a filthy animal.
Yo, Chuck, he tried to throw us on the bus for it.
CJ Jackson.
Charles, you're a filthy animal,
But
baby.
nah, the coach these guys was a pleasure, man, and a privilege to me. You know what I'm saying? I can sit, even though I know them all and I love them all individually, one-on-one, the same, but the coaching guys, I can sit back and go, damn, I had a hell of a team. And Bam said, King, how did you do it? I don't know. I don't know how I did it.
And everybody went on to be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? It was like a Voltron. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said earlier, everybody has superpowers, but then when they left, they showed their superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here, I got paperwork on everybody sitting here. You see what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy?
That's crazy.
Exactly.
You know, I got paperwork on everybody
I see
sitting
Butter
here.
sell all the time. But the crazy, if I see Bugs, I won't see Bugs for a while. Like we had a game with Jeff. They said, yo, Ken, Bugs outside. Bugs who? I know they're gonna come on this side.
Right.
Went outside. I was happy as hell to see him.
Yeah.
He hugged me. I said, come on in. Jason coached another school. He walks in the gym. I'm at half court. I stop doing everything I do, drop everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
I gotta go address Jason.
No doubt.
I hugged him and everything. And I see Bam, same thing. Selling Butters, like we see each other all the time.
Right.
But the love I got for them is unconditional. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whenever I see, like we had 2 years ago we had a game at the Hole.
Okay.
And for the first time in maybe 15, 20 years, I had my whole team together. So I said, yo, guys, just play. Nobody get hurt. I don't care about the game itself. I said, man, fuck that. We trying to win. You know what I'm saying? But you still see that in them. And
That's all we know.
yeah.
So I'm saying we are winners in our whole life.
Right.
You know what I mean? No matter what it is, no matter what struggles, no matter what it is, you know what I mean? If I got some struggles, I'm going to call Bam. I'm going to call Jay.
Right.
You know what I mean? If Bulls got some struggles, Bulls going to get on that phone. You know what I mean? So we only know one way, Holmes.
Okay.
And that's to go out and win.
All right.
So, you know what I mean? We got together to play for, you know what I mean? It was a friendly game, but we like, hey, yo, fuck that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we ain't, you know what I mean? We ain't laying down. I mean, you know, first of all, Kim popped too much shit to lay down. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, and how crazy it is, we took that attribute to now what we do in our lives, no matter what it is. I mean, we give it to kids, we give it to our own kids, we give it to our own families. Yo, we was taught to be winners, and that's all we know. We gonna grind, we gonna fight, we gonna thug it out. No matter what, we gonna win. Whether we got 5 dudes, whether we got 8 dudes, you know what I mean? We gonna find a way to win. That's just what it was.
So I'm gonna just go left real quick, right? You know what I'm saying? So Stephon Marbury made a statement. He said the best handle in New York City was Shamgar. Your Bulls, what's up with that?
He didn't say that when Bugs shook the shit out of him in house.
No. I'm asking the question. I'm just saying, like he said the best handle come out of New York City was Shamgar. You know what I'm saying? He from Harlem. He from Harlem. Where Marbury from?
Coney Island.
He from Brooklyn, though, right? So I'm just asking.
Shout out to Steph. I mean,
No, I'm just asking.
yeah,
I said I'm gonna go left
that's
for
a
a
gaucho
second.
thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a gaucho thing.
All right.
You know, Steph.
No,
gonna
because
say,
then somebody asked him. Somebody said, "What about AI?" Somebody said, he said, "Ask AI."
Yeah,
So
I got
no,
his
wait, hold. So then somebody said, "What about Booger?" He didn't say nothing. He just kept going. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's the answer right there.
Yeah. Nah, cause Boogs was in this. Boogs was earlier. Boogs let me, right, Boog? Who started this shit? That's what I'm saying. That's it.
What's it?
I tell you this though. I put my guards up against any guard in the fucking city.
No doubt.
All my guards against any guard. I'm gonna fuck with Steph.
Yeah.
Shamgar, any of them niggas. Against any of them, I put my guards up against them, and I know I'm gonna come out on top. You know what I'm saying? So they can put that little shit they say on the side, whatever.
Okay.
I'm telling them point blank in front of everybody. I put my guards up and my team up against anybody in the city.
When the 40-0 right now?
Oh, God.
You gotta give us a couple of weeks. Hey, yo, Sham patted that pill. Shout out to Sham, shout out to Steph. But my man, Sugar shit was totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean,
let's get into it.
All that shit that these pros doing, that one hand pass off the dribble, shit like that. Boogs was doing that shit at 10, 11. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't no Boogs didn't hold the ball with two hands and pass fake and tell you to go. Boogs dribbled at you, threw it around the nigga head, and was talking to you as he was throwing it around the nigga head. Yo, Sel, cut, stupid. Don't and I mean throwing it as he's saying that, throwing it behind the nigga head, throwing it across his body, one-handed on the dime. Not it ain't behind you. It ain't too far in front of you. It ain't below your knee. You know, Holmes, I was a scorer. Right. So scorers like that ball in the shooting pocket. Oh, yeah. You gave it to Boogs, you gave it to Bam. You ain't have to worry about it going nowhere else.
Right.
They were delivering it in the shooting pocket. You know what I mean?
I think like certain people have God-given talent. Okay. I think Booger was blessed with God-given talent. Like you can't teach that. Like what he had, his court vision, the way he played, the things he did, is like God blessed him. It's like God blessed him with that. Like that was a blessing that God gave him. That's something, I don't care how many drills you do, how much ball you play, he just has it. Yeah, like he woke up with it. Like you can't teach that. The stuff what he was doing. Like you can try to teach it, but you ever try to teach somebody something and you know they can't get it, but as a coach and a teacher, you gotta try to instill that in them. But some people have it and some people don't, and he just have it. You know, he just have it.
Just to add to that, I want to add two things to that. And you know, I had a little handle, but I actually learned things from him too. And one thing I learned is if you throw it at somebody's face, they gonna catch it. So, and to me, a handle is not only dribbling. You got to get to where you need to get and get everybody to rock or score. And that's not to say Sham couldn't do that, but that man right there, score, get everybody involved. You know, if you ran the floor, you was gonna get the pill. If you don't, you come to sit down next to Kenny. Secondly,
okay,
you know, they call the move the Sham guard, right?
Right.
I did that move in '96 in the MAC tournament, Jason, against Siena. And you know who I stole it from? Jerome Allen from Pennsylvania. So they called it the Sham, but I stole it from Jerome Allen, and then we played Providence the next year in '97. Not to say he stole it from me.
No, I get
what
you
But I knew I was going to play Jerome Allen the next year.
Right.
We beat them niggas in the Palestra.
Okay.
In in the Palestra, we beat Jerome Allen and Matt Mahoney. Both of them went to the NBA. That's the kind of thing you got to do. And they interviewed me one time. Like, why weren't you nervous? I come from Brooklyn, man. Every day I'm playing against somebody, man. I ain't got to worry about anything they can do. I already seen.
Okay.
Playing against him every day, guards galore. It's guards that didn't even make it.
Right.
That we can mention.
That Ford Lachlan rival.
Oh, man.
That Ford Lachlan rival was crazy. Friday night, Ford Lachlan. If you wasn't locked up, you was at that game.
I was in heaven.
You know what I mean?
Sitting there.
I used to fall out of bounds with fucking cheerleaders on purpose.
You know, to go to the game and watch it was crazy. When I had this team in Seldon Hole, you would watch them in the wintertime on TV and watch them in the summertime in Seldon Hole. And the pleasure I got from that was like when I walked in the hole, it was like all the flashes, well, it was camera. Everybody was looking at me. And it was looking at me because I had them with me. I knew why everybody was going crazy over me. It's because of them. You know what I'm saying? These guys put me on the map, point blank. You know what I'm saying? I tell anybody that. I did my little coaching thing in the projects, but when I got these guys, the light, like I said, the bright lights came on, and you couldn't tell me nothing then. I had a ride.
So
hold on, before I want to give some people some credit that came before us. Leonard, you know, Lamont Jones, Bobby Cunningham. It was some other guy, Corey Williams.
Yeah.
You know, like
that was your original team.
He had Buck, Lamar.
Yeah, Buck. Oh shit, I forgot about Buck.
Teddy, Lou.
Yeah,
I was just sitting on the floor.
Hey, Bezo.
Yeah,
Raheem Cotton.
way before.
When Boogs,
remember Doc with the afro?
When Boogs played with me in the projects, how I got Boogs to play with me was that he got mad. We threw him out the basketball park, so he went up on the roof and started throwing rocks.
Smart Bugs.
Right. So when I grabbed the nigga, I said, "Yo, you gonna play with us?" But he was so little that I used to tie his shirt on to the side of him. I only put him in the game when we up by like 20 or 30 points. Then I put him in the game. Don't shoot. And he just handled the ball. And I said, this little nigga know what he's doing. He handling the ball. But I just kept telling him, handle the ball. And I guess it came from that.
Wow. This is legendary shit. You told her it's Dundee?
Yeah, this month. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Dundee.
They got me here, baby. They got me here.
Nah, he on his way home now. Meet him at 95 South. You know what I'm saying?
And I was talking to Super Lou too, man. He said he'd be up here today. I was gonna try to get him on here. You know what I'm saying? But he said he sent the DVD to my crib because he's speaking of Marcy Day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said, "Yo, I sent it to you, man. I got you." Don't mean
He was
I got so much more. Man, I would like to see the deleted scenes when we was
saw
filming
that.
that movie.
Shout out Danielle Gardner,
a little bit.
because they got a racker from that summer.
footage.
Yeah.
From that
I saw
summer,
the version of that. So
the soul in the whole movie.
Oh, we ain't
The
see
movie
nothing,
was crazy,
but we ain't see nothing.
but the footage, the footage that didn't make the cut.
What?
That's what I would like to really sit down and see. I remember they had they call it Hot 97. They call it now. They call it Summer Jam.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they used to call it Budweiser Superfest.
Okay.
Bam and I went to Budweiser Superfest in the drop top, red convertible. Yo, we pulled up at the Garden, Jay. They was like, yo, who these dudes? We was like, just chill and understand what's going on, done. You know what I mean? We doing it, man. But all that footage she got like at the house, like the water fight, the water fight was cut.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
cut that shit.
I mean, they had to because all the stuff that we had. I remember Boogs. She got the story when Boogs. Damn, I'm incriminating. Me and Boogs stole a car. Me and Boogs stole a Honda Accord. And we get to the corner, and we look, and there's a stick. It's a stick shift.
Yeah.
Boogs look at me. Yo, done. Put it in gear. I said, you driving? Put it in gear. Next thing you know, we hit the pole. We walking back around the corner. Danielle turned red. You guys got to stop. You got to play too much. You play too much. And we had the Larry Johnson Converse on, the Grandmama joints.
React juice?
Grandmama joints. Boog said, done, don't worry about it. You with me. She know better than say nothing. She know better than say nothing.
Oh, man.
Son, I'm telling you, man, that's some of there. And it was crazy because that movie didn't come out till our senior year in high school.
In 97.
It came out our senior year in high school. But we filmed it our our junior year going into our senior year of high school.
Y'all, it came out your last year of college.
I meant college. That's what I meant to say. Our last year of college, but we filmed it. Shout out to God bless, rest in peace, Mr. Miller. Mr. Dennis Miller was part of that. I mean, the Feli thing, they kicked Ken out.
It was hotter than Africa.
Yeah, they kicked Ken out. Remember, they kicked Ken out the game. And we was gonna walk. We was gonna walk off the court because we came late, and they tried. We came late, and they gave us like 10. They gave us like 10 texts. Long story short, we was down by like 25-30. We was like 25-30. So Ken goes berserk. Ken said, "Yo, as many times we waited for people to come late, and y'all gonna do this." So Ken cussed everybody out like Ken do. So they threw Ken out. Right. So then Ken was like, "Hey, yo, if I ain't coaching, my dudes ain't playing." So we was like, hold up. Hold up. Son, we ain't come all the way here. We ain't come all the way here this early to go out like this. We ain't going out like this, Ken. Right. Kim was like, yo, y'all gonna play the game? We was like, yo, we gonna play the game. And if you rewind, if you go to the movie, Charles said it. Charles said, watch this. we came back. Not only did we win the game, we won by like 20.
Yeah.
And Ken sat there and cussed them people out.
Yeah.
Ken called them people. Ken called them people. And then, but us being Kenny Kings, we won the chip. Right? Holmes, we won the chip.
No doubt.
We won the chip. We looked at Ken. Ken cussed the motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
Ken said, yo, do whatever y'all do. Holmes, man, we broke the trophies at half court, man. Right in front of the people. Threw my man out, man. I didn't throw my man out.
doubt.
And don't think that we going to
We ain't taking that
defend our
furniture
man. We
home.
ain't taking that shit. We ain't taking that furniture home.
You think Sean Bell will cause the new Kenny King?
I don't know. It don't be a team like us, man. Because I mean, I don't know how tight they are. I don't know how tight they are. This team is beyond basketball. You know what I'm saying? We really a family. We really genuinely care for each other. I don't know if Sean Bell and them hang out like we did. I don't know if Sean Bell, coach, loved them like I love these guys.
Shout out to Sugar Hill, Aaron Freeman, Keisha Freeman.
And we were also kids growing up.
Baby.
Young, we were turning into young men.
Right.
You know, those other teams, they're already a finished product.
Right.
We're learning ourselves, you know, as men, as basketball players. So it's a whole different experience. Yeah. You don't forget that stuff.
When I saw these guys play against grown ass men, that night I'll never forget the first time we played in the hole, and the way they performed against the grown ass men, against college guys. They were high school. I said, "What the hell do I got here?"
Ken, you thought we was gonna be scared? Be honest.
I was.
Man, you was scared.
You know what? We didn't have no worries in the world.
That's the thing about it. They didn't, because that's why I knew I had a bunch of ball players, because they didn't. They were so good that whatever situation I put them in, it was not a problem. They laughed. They was laughing and I'm cursing and carrying on. They laughing and giggling. Especially this motherfucker here. I'm mad because get serious, man. And then Charles telling me, "Get up, girls." And he just getting mad. You know what I'm saying? He jumping over motherfuckers and dunking and this nigga throwing Charles alley-oop and laughing and laughing.
So we used to come out the huddle. Motherfuckers call timeout. We come in the huddle. Ken don't say shit. Ken don't say shit in the huddle. We come out the huddle. Charles would go, "Fat motherfucker. Fuck he called timeout for?" Fuck is fat motherfucker called timeout for? I'd be like, "Charles, I don't fucking know. You asking me for?"
Yo, he wants you to get a Gatorade, man. That's what he wants.
And then Boogs wanted to press. Boogs ain't give a fuck. We up 50. Done. Where y'all going? 2-2-1.
You know why? You know he's getting the pass so still.
2-2-1. 2-2-1. Yo, where you going? Sel, stop playing, stupid face. You ain't see me in the corner? Nah, son, I ain't see you. I ain't see you. So we played Holmes, but we had on the court, it was like a game within a game. You know what I mean? We wasn't even worried about our opponent. Right. I mean, as scary as it was, I mean, it come down, we'd be like, "Yo, Sel, you shot it the last 5 times. Hoover, it's your turn." Hoover come to the post, and he pop out, then he go. I mean, God forbid, because everything was in transition. So we was just giving Boogs, Bam the ball, and we was just running, man. It was running. It should be funny to watch people decide that they're gonna take Boogs out the game. Because you just be like, "Hey, yo, we just gonna lock Boogs up," and Boogs used to be laughing like, "For real? Okay."
That's when he was at his best.
And then like he said, because he used to get the ball. And they used to literally like try to push up full court. Like, that was the worst thing you can do.
He tell everybody go down court.
Well, we was out anyway. You ain't had to tell us. We was team. Then we play against people. They used to go, "Yo, to beat them, y'all gotta press them." Serious?
Everybody actually 5.
We can fucking play the point.
Who you pressing? How are you pressing us? So whoever got the ball, everybody else just got out the way. It wasn't. We didn't have a press break. We human press break. Whoever get the ball, you do your thing. Because I'm going down here. They know me and Charles. Me and Charles were scorers. So we was out. I ain't dribbling. Go ahead, Boogs, man. Y'all niggas do all that dribbling shit. I'm going down here. Put this thing in the hole. I mean, so it was just. It was easy. It was fun. But I think our camaraderie made it fun. And it made it easier. Because like at the end of the day, like we said, we checked for each other. We looked out for each other.
No doubt.
I mean, it was like, hey, yo, if Bam wasn't there, it was like, yo, where you at? What's going on? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
No doubt. That's love, man. It's a pleasure just to have you out here with us, man. For real, man. Definitely.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to turn it over to Ballin' with Bud, though, man. Bud got his little segment, man. Go ahead,
I got
Bud.
my segment coming on.
Hey, we going to pray, man.
This
Pray.
is a segment. It's only going to be 2 minutes. And today the topic is people are out of line because the weather getting hot. So what I want all you guys to do is walk around with a whistle all summer. And when you see somebody looking a hot mess, foul! People out here foul. We gonna call Raphael, cell man from Lockman, Raphael. Hey, man, I wish we could put
Shout
that
out to
picture.
TX, man.
TX. Now TX go to the same tail I go
You can't
to.
make this shit up.
But that shit
Shout out-
TX had on.
Hey,
that-
shout out to Beck,
white
man.
shit.
Shout out to Beck.
Listen,
Beck, I need one of them shirts, man.
Beck is the guy. Shout out to my
Shout
man
out to
Beck,
Beck,
and tell
man.
the best. But sometimes Raphael be crossing the line, man.
TX, man.
That shit Raphael had on the other day with them white socks and them furry slippers. Come on, Raphael. Knock it off. Every fashion, all fashion ain't good fashion, man. So Raphael, foul! I want everybody to get a whistle this summer. If you're wearing something you shouldn't be wearing, it's a foul.
That's a foul.
Bam, you promote a lot of parties. I want you to have a whistle. Somebody come in the party, foul.
Hey, shout out to Gee, man. Really tough, Gee. Really
Foul.
tough.
If you wearing tights and your body ain't right, that's a foul, ladies. Some ladies might get a technical foul. Because a lot of shit be fucked up from y'all from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? That's the segment today. So I want everybody, when you see somebody out of line or something, just blow the whistle on them. Blow the whistle, man. I'm out. Bud is
He's a
out.
whistleblower.
Blow the whistle, man. It's a foul.
Not that too
So,
short.
yeah, it's a lot of fouls this summer, man. All right, so I want everybody to call out them fouls, man. All right, y'all.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, good looking, Bud. All right. Bugs. Hey, that's a wrap.
I know I miss a lot of shit.
That's a wrap.
What I miss? Okay, what I miss, man? I know I miss a lot of important shit, man. There's a lot of shit we can talk about, man.
Yeah, stop 1 second.
Y'all talking about the Philly trip?
Man, fuck that. We can keep going.
Dun is out. Dun is
is
out.
out.
You out, Dun?
Dun,
Yeah.
wifey birthday, Dun. Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah.
Get
Dun
wifey. Get wifey out, Dun. Dun, you gotta come to more
got
games. I need you to come to
You
practice.
see what I was dealing with?
You gotta come to practice. Make sure you bring it
Hey, yo.
down to practice.
Keep it going.
Always pleasure, baby. Love you, man.
Hey, Bull, just call us. Let's go. Coming through. So we make sure you get in.
Hey, Sal. Hey, yo, Sal. Run the show. I'll be back.
We back at it. The synthesis, yo.
The
The synthesis.
Well, should I go? Should I have another 5 minutes?
Yeah, but
with
we gonna
Bud?
give you another 5 minutes
All
on
right.
the end, man.
And-
But man, your shit gotta come on the end right now, son.
all right, gotta do your thing. I
So
got one more topic I wanted to
Yeah,
talk
man.
about.
Marinate that topic, man. I just want to say, just now that we all are grown. I think it's good because, in some shape or form, we all are educators, and I think that's one of the things that I know Kenny's proud of, but I know we're proud of as well. Jay, I think Jay need to talk a little bit about what he's doing with his school, and Bam will talk about a little bit of what he's doing at his school, and Bud can go back, what he's doing at Jeff. So Jay, go ahead and promote what you and your guys are doing over there at Eagle. That great job y'all doing.
Well, we're at Eagle Academy on Herkimer Street. It's we service 6 to 12, grades 6 to 12. It's all boys school. We're on Herkimer and Saratoga. We're developing our programs in terms of athletics, basketball. We have a football program. Am I good? Yeah. And a strong academic base. So if you got some kids that going a little wayward, you want to send them and have also a unique thing about our school is the majority of the staff are males. Okay, in a lot of schools you have and not to say that there's an issue with female educators, but I feel like in our communities it's extremely important for the young men to see men that look like them doing things and helping them out. So.
Shout out to the principal over there is a great dude. Shout out to my man Batman, that barber apprenticeship that they guys got down there where they, Adika Roberts, man, he's doing a great job down there teaching kids how to cut hair, which is one of the things that I personally think they need to bring back into the whole high school form of educating. Is just part of being college ready is also teaching these kids a trade too. And that trade can help you for life. And I know we want to promote and send our young black men and women to college, but I also think a trade is very helpful. And what they're doing over at Eagle over there, and like I said, Adika Roberts with cutting hair and showing them not just how to cut black hair as they call it, but he's teaching them how to cut all types of hair, and I think that's the big thing. So,
so you like those guys over there? They borrow you from the building?
Nah, they ain't borrowed me from the building.
We had a meeting.
Yeah,
you square?
I guess.
Nah, they ain't borrowed me from the
It's
building.
beef.
I walked into school.
It's
and said,
beef.
we
I
got
don't
a
like
meeting
y'all.
with
I like you and Batman the only ones I like. I don't like you guys, man. I don't like you guys. It's beef.
It's basketball.
They disrespected
beef, like
Ken when Ken went over there and his Jeff stuff.
No, they didn't.
What they told
me what I'm doing here with that Jeff stuff.
But yeah,
I said, fuck y'all.
Exactly. Ken told him right. Sel want to be politically correct. Fuck Eagle.
Nah,
I love him.
Yeah, but what they doing in our community.
Thank you, Sel, for bringing it back. Thank you.
You know what I mean? We definitely got, we like Buzz said, during the season we got beef, we got basketball beef with everybody. But from a black man, what they doing over there is phenomenal. So keep up the good work, man. And they take care of my man Hoover. So
yeah, I mean,
that goes without saying.
Sure,
you did?
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, Bam, talk about what you got going on, man.
Well, me being a career changer, working in finance, Wall Street for 12, 13 years, and, this goes back to how we're so tight-knit. When I wanted to leave finance, Bud and Sel helped me transition in education. And, going to get my master's and helping me get into a school right away. Like, most people have to go find a job. I didn't even have to interview. Like, they should just show up. Not only was I was a math teacher. Oh, I still am, but I also became a basketball coach immediately. So this is my 9th year.
9 years already?
9 joints, man.
Man,
fucking bid, man.
The AD.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And not only it goes back to you guys talking about a trade. Like I started out as a math teacher. I used to teach algebra, geometry, pre-calculus, and all that. And then I said, you know what? I need to teach something that they're really gonna need. So the only classes I teach now is personal finance. Mm-hmm. So I teach you about checking accounts, car loans, housing, mortgages. That's the only class I teach. And my second class, I have an all-boys advisory. And, we teach them about male things from a black man's perspective. How to tie a tie, being a gentleman, how to go on a date, and, how to speak and code switch. I think that's the number one thing these kids need is to be able to code switch. Like, I talk differently when I'm with them than when we are all in a different setting, so to speak. And I think that's the number one thing that these young people need to understand is that you don't always have to be hood. Like, people tell people I'm from Brownsville, they're like, no, he's not. And I'm born and raised in Brownsville, Van Dyke Projects, but you can't tell that just by looking at me. So, I mean, it's not where you're from, it's what you do. And, and like, once again, I like to thank Bud and Sal from transitioning me. I think it was a natural transition into education because I always wanted to get back. And, knowing that a lot of young males don't have father figures in their lives, you spend more time with a teacher than you do with your own parents.
Yeah, as a coach.
So, and a coach, and I think, people don't need to take that lightly. Everyone's looking for guidance, no matter where it comes from. So,
how you like coaching?
You know what? It's difficult, but and Kenny said something a long time ago. It's like, playing when we played, you need a lot more patience, man. Like, these kids use that term "nice" too loosely, and And I don't mean to curse, but a lot of these kids ain't shit.
Yeah.
And
There's no other way to put it.
But I think
And-
coaching does coaching help you understand your coach a lot better? Your coach is a lot
absolutely.
better. Yeah.
And you know,
You
and being
understand that you were actually taught something.
yes,
Yeah.
You know,
and being a
that's
point guard, and not to take it away from any other position, you know, being a point guard and being an extension of the coach is like you need to know what everybody needs to be and what everybody needs to do and what they can't do. And nowadays, everybody just think they nice, and I'm like, if I know you can't dribble, I'm not gonna pass you the ball and make you dribble. And you know, guys out here dribbling and doing all this nonsense. Like it's bad basketball, man. And one thing I can say, we all can score, but we all always like to lock people up too. Like one thing that's missing about Kenny team, if you ain't play defense, you was sitting your ass down no matter who you were.
But do you think that's being competitive? Because like most competitive people, they want to bust your ass on offense and then lock you up. That's part of like busting somebody's ass. Like when you playing against somebody, I just don't want to get 40 and you get 40. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bust your ass, nigga. I'm gonna get 40 and you ain't getting shit.
Hey, yo, the crazy thing, it ties back into the first session when they said that that me and Charles didn't like each other. Right? So it goes back to touch on that. But Charles and I played with each other our whole lives. I mean, we played with Visitation Hawks. We played, shout out to Murray and June. We played with the Cavaliers, with Coach Burks and Jamie Atkins. And when it went to high school, we decided to go to separate high schools. Everybody thought that we was going to high school together. Everybody thought we was either going to Grady or the High together. And we went to separate high schools. And when Charles and I played against each other, you wouldn't think you would think that we didn't even know each other, from elbowing each other to try to trip each other, because at the end of the day, I wanted to bust his ass and he wanted to bust my ass. So when we got on the court together, it was just so much easier, and things was just so easy. Now I ain't had to go that hard no more because I had my man with me, and vice versa. So for years. And I think Ken touched on that in the first segment, and when he said, well, people was like, there's no way Sel and Charles don't like each other. And when Ken came to me with it,
yeah, I did.
Because Ken came to me, he's like, hey, yo, Sel.
That happen.
Yeah, he was like, yo, Sel, you don't like Charles? I says, Ken, I don't like Charles and I. We argued over 50 cent rice. And I mean, for the kids who don't know, back in the day, Chinese restaurant was 50 cent rice. You had a little 50 cent rice. You know what I mean? We split a hero. I mean, we drunk out the same sundew. You know what I mean? We all those things. We split a Big Mac. You know? So we spent the night at each other's crib. You know? So, again, people didn't see that and they didn't know that. But when we played against each other, the gyms was packed and they like, hey, yo, Charles just tried to dunk it on Sel. That ain't his man? Yeah, that's my man. But when we come in between those lines, I don't got no friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm murdering whoever in front of me, they can get it at the end of the day. And that's another thing that these kids lack, man. These kids don't have that go-get-itness. They don't have that. I'm playing against my man. Yo, I played against dudes in college. These my dudes. Yo, I holler at y'all after the game, man. They say, hey, yo, man, this about business, man. We on CBS. You think you're just going to bust my ass? Ain't that type of party?
Piggyback on what Sel said, I was at a West Virginia Rucker game. And it was, I think Rucker was winning at the end of the game, and the coach put Bud in the game. And Charles called a fast break. And he said if it wasn't Bud, he said, Ken, anybody else, I would have dunked it on him. But Bud, my man. No, he didn't. I said, thank you.
I don't remember.
Let me, and the crazy part is that I stayed in West Virginia. I went there damn near every weekend.
Yo.
Right? And to watch Sel play against Iverson.
That first Big East game?
First Big East game. I was sitting up there. I was crying. I was talking shit, and Sel was busting his ass until it went to overtime. There was a ball game. Ivan took over, and during the whole game, Sel was killing them niggas. And I was surprised, and I was proud of all at one. talking shit now.
Yeah, I remember the night before that game. That was a big game. We all lived together.
25.
I was in grad school. I wasn't on the team. I had an accent. I redshirted, so I was there 6 years. But so that's another story. I'm in grad school, so I'm in the crib with them. So shout out to my roommate CJ. Cyrus Jones. He was there from Baltimore. Actually, his son was there. He had a little son.
His son that went to Alabama.
His son went to Alabama.
Won 2 national championships. Cyrus Jones
cornerback,
Jr.
played for the Patriots. Son was a
He was
baby.
hurt last year.
Yeah, son was a baby, but I just seen it on Instagram. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, CJ. But that night, all they talked about how Iverson was and shit. Remember, Iverson ate this. Iverson ate that.
Shout out to AI, man.
I said, listen, man. So Morgantown jumping, Ken down there, we partying like a motherfucker.
Well, hold up, Bud. Call back, roll back. That night, Holmes, Bud was right. We was up. I'm up 2, 3 in the morning because I can't sleep. Shout out to Aunt Ross, Aunt Irvin in the barbershop on Nostrand Avenue. They called me. They called the crib. Hey, yo, Sel. I shit on national TV, son. Don't let Bubba Chuck bust your ass. Hey, yo, Holmes, I couldn't sleep. Fuck, I think this nigga gonna just bust my ass. This is about 1 o'clock. About 3, phone ring again. No, fuck calling. Kenny. Hey, yo, leave the door open. I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah.
Says, yo, Ken ain't even tell us he was coming. Fat ass got on that road. Shout out to Mick, him and Mick, and the Elephant Man.
Who else was with him? Somebody else.
Antoine.
Yeah, so
Tim Brother, the Elephant Man.
So we up in the crib and they talking plenty of shit. So I said, listen, we gonna see them all. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so that night, so we played. I think I was up like 20. Next thing you know, him and Victor Page went through work. AI had about 30. I said 35. They ended up beating us. So we in the crib chilling. So one thing about us in Morgantown, when we was in West Virginia, every year we was number 1 party.
Shout out Motown.
Win or lose, we gonna party like a motherfucker. And Ken worked in a liquor store, so I don't know, he was stealing more shit than he was selling out of the motherfucking liquor store. That's another story. So we had more liquor in the store than the law allowed. You know, we had no food in that crib, but we had liquor for days.
Bumpy Face Seagram's gin.
All we had was liquor. And we partied. Kenny gave us a stereo. Remember that stereo you gave us off of Halsey? Ken gave us a stereo. Yo, we partied.
Hold up. Shout out to Clue. Because we was rocking a lot of Clue tapes.
That's all that was out. The Clue tapes, them little tapes.
We was rocking a lot of Clue and Ron G. Clue, Ron G, and SNS.
Yeah. Yo, you throw the tape in, party like a motherfucker. Next thing you know, flip it over, keep partying. Yeah. And we had liquor for days. And that was a great night. But I was the first Big East game in West Virginia, and I missed. They fucked.
Shout out Gordon Malone, man.
Yeah, Gordon
Malone. Boo Black had a great game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Boo Black had a great game.
Boo Black played well.
Yeah.
God bless Boo Black, though.
Boo Black dunked it on Harris.
God bless Boo Black.
He dunked it on Harris and started hollering. Coach, get him out of there.
I ain't never seen a guy like Boo Black in my life. That was on some Brownsville shit. Boo Black is...
Watch your mouth, man.
You're bad, man.
Shout out to Boo.
Boo Black, I have milk in his room, man. So long that shit turned to cheese. I said, Boo Black, what you have, a science experiment, this motherfucker, man? You know how to put the dish in the sink? Yo, dogs. I need a Lucy dogs. 40 dogs.
Yeah, me and Hoover played against each other in college. Shit, we knew each other since we've been 12.
That was in the same conference?
Same conference, man.
For 4 years.
He was a rookie of the year, man.
Rookie of the year?
So
that's good.
Remember, man, one of my most memorable moments, man. Crazy thing is, Hoover, a lot of people don't know, I almost went to Manhattan before Tariq signed.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he signed before me. And another thing they don't know, remember we all was about to leave and go to LIU.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that.
Y'all was going with y'all?
Yeah.
Ray Haskins, right?
Yeah, we was me and him.
Yeah.
I was going.
Yeah. When I came home, shout out to Coach Haskins and his family. When I came home from school on those days off, I used to go and practice at LIU with Coach Haskins and Coach Saunders and Julius and those guys and on that long ass Cathedral Court. I used to be like, God damn, this shit is long as a motherfucker. You used to think, yo, this shit longer than a regular joint until the people got in there. But yeah, and the best thing about Coach Haskins and Boog said, he didn't treat us no different. So when you came in, you might have been in another school. He gave you practice gear, and he worked your ass, and he cussed you out like he cussed out Charles, like he cussed out Mike, like he cussed those dudes out. He was in your ass like he was in their ass, because at the end of the day, he from where we from, and he wanted to see us propel and be successful as well. So that's a good thing.
I think that's why we need LIU. I think it needs to be a Brooklyn guy, like a local guy in that spot.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't know why they hire outside of Brooklyn. It's a lot. It's enough talent in Brooklyn alone for that program. When that program, well, they've been winning lately, so you can't really.
But shit, it was a 10-year drought.
Yeah, it was a 10-year drought.
That didn't make no sense.
But remember, they had him and Mike Campbell. What's up with Mike Campbell? Anybody see that guy?
Mike, they had a crew. They had Mike. They had Big Greg.
In Brooklyn, he's still out here.
Rich Parker.
They had Big Greg. They had Rich Parker.
Right.
Slick Rich.
So what's stopping y'all from going?
You know what?
Well, he wasn't there. He took the job. He took the job late. Yeah, he took the job
Yeah,
late.
this was in the summer before
We was going
Yeah.
back.
Because Charles was probably the first person.
Because Charles got kicked out of
Charles
Rutgers.
sit out when we was going. We was going.
Charles-
Charles got
Sit
kicked
out.
out. Him and what's the wild kid he was at with at
Jumping kid, Wally Dixon.
Wally Dixon.
Shout out to Sick Wally.
Sick Wally. Wally got
Sick
he got
Wally.
kicked
Wally
out.
wanted to fight the whole Florida. But
Wally was
yeah,
crazy.
so he took the job before that. I mean, after we was all in school.
This was like sophomore year, I think,
Yep.
when he got the job. Yeah.
And then, I mean, and we was all thinking about making that, but I mean, I can't front, man. I couldn't leave playing in the Big East, national TV every night. You know what I mean? And even though coaching them did a great job, and they was there, and shout out to West Virginia, man, Coach Catlett, and shout out to Hugs and them what they doing now. But I mean, if you ain't never been to West Virginia for a basketball game or a football game, my.
King got there. Once King
got an honorable degree.
Once Ken got down there one time, we couldn't keep him from coming. He was on that road every weekend.
Motherfuckers had me at a football game in the rain. Best time I had in my
Ken
life.
got 2 kids down there.
In the rain?
I think Ken got 2 kids down there.
2 little motherfuckers with parts in their middle of their head.
Here we go.
Well, for me, I mean, a lot of people don't know. Like Coach Beeline coached me. That was his first Division I job. That man had been, in 2 or 3 Final Fours, 2 national championship games, running the same stuff.
That's what Coach.
It's on steroids now, though. Like we had that kind of freedom, man. Lord have mercy, but.
Y'all ain't had the freedom that he gave out.
Nah, son.
Yeah, as you get older.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, when the system works, you can't beef. So, but it's times where I think he needed to loosen that up against certain teams. And we won a lot of games. I ain't gonna lie, man. We won 80-something games in 4 years. So, they wasn't really a real winning program before I even got there. So, it was hard for me. I didn't want to come home, man. I didn't have a good house setting, like financially. So.
Okay.
I had a lot of people in my corner who showed me that college was a possibility, and I decided to go to summer school. Like, I graduated in 3 years.
Wow.
So, we're all academians, man. People don't know this, man.
Yeah.
Like, we're not dummies, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That I can say.
I was just like,
You
I ain't
got
coming home,
you got
man.
your master's, Hoover?
Yeah.
So all of us got our masters.
I don't got mine.
Huh?
Yeah, you got a master's. You got a master's in parenting, man. You got a doctorate.
No doubt.
See, Ken. See what makes Ken so rare, and more like a throwback. Like a lot of coaches now coach for the wrong reasons. Well, I wouldn't say for the wrong reasons, for selfish reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ken didn't coach for that. Ken coached to help us. So a lot of us are successful, and we have our masters because Ken helped us.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So Ken helped us any way he could. Any way he could. Whatever his bitches didn't spend, he gave it to us. You know what I'm saying? So, Ken did the right thing. God bless Ken.
Hey, I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank Kenny, man, for holding it down, putting it together.
Thank you for inviting me again.
Seldon Jefferson. Yes.
Man.
Thanks a million.
Man.
Javon Ben Moore. Thank you,
My
big
guy,
brother.
man. Appreciate you,
Yes,
brother.
yes. Bud. Yes. Ballin' with Bud. And Big Hoover, Jason Hoover.
The enforcer, the real enforcer.
Yes.
And last thing, home.
Go ahead.
When it comes to basketball, we all won. Felony free and 2 degrees apiece, man. God bless, man. We won.
No doubt. Hey, I'm your host, Pure. It's my man Ja. We are the dynamic analytical synthesis. Peace and love. 100.
Thank you, man.